Welcome to Humanities 1301 online course. This is a course showing the homepage of the online section 3. Everything I say, though, also applies for online section 4. As you look at this will be what you'll see first when you log in. This is the homepage. There's my name. I am your professor, James Reed. My office is on the Athens campus in the Gibbs Building, Academic 230. My phone number is 903-675-6312. My office hours for your classes, for my online classes, will be Monday through Thursday, 1 to 3 o'clock. I'm actually in the office earlier than that and at other times, but I have 1 to 3, those 2 hours each these 4 days set aside so that if someone calls to the office during that time, I'll know that it's from one of my online classes. My email, of course, is seen here at james.reed@tvcc.edu. And I want to welcome you to Humanities. Our textbook is Culture and Values by Lawrence Cunningham and John Reich and Lois Fishner-Rathas. This book is purchased through our bookstore, and when you buy from a bookstore, you'll receive a packet that will include a print copy of the textbook. It's a loose leaf version that will need to be put into a folder or notebook of some sort, a binder. But you'll also have a card that will have the code that will give you access to the ebook. So as you're working on that, that's what you'll be able to do. The modules are all set up by week and chapter. And so when you click on modules, or you can click on any of those that are listed there, you'll see the Start Here module. You'll see the details about meeting the instructor. It's the same information on the home page. Details about using, oops, went too far. It collapsed. It's having a fun time here. Let me move this back. Here we go. You'll see that we have some online resources for you, details, and you'll have a copy of the syllabus that is listed here. Again, the link that is provided here will take you to the syllabus for your particular section, either online 03 or online 04. I also have the syllabus again posted here, and again it'll say online 03 or online 04 depending upon which section you're in. The two courses are set up identically, so you have the details here including drop policies, materials, email, etc. Details that you may need to know. The next part has the course schedule to it, which is also part of the syllabus. But on the course schedule, you'll see how everything is laid out. And so I'll click on that for us. It keeps jumping around here. There we go. And this is taken from the syllabus. You'll see it's listed by week. And you'll see that each week you'll talk about which chapters we have and also what assignments are due. And so you'll see those details. I have placed the major works in bold. The first exam is due by the end of week 4, covering chapters 1 through 4. The major essay due by the end of week 9 covers chapters 5 through 10. The second major exam covers chapters 11 through 15, will be due by the end of week 11. The third major exam covers chapters 16 through 19, is due at the end of 13. And the final exam will cover chapters 20 through 23, and that will be due by week 16, which the due date is actually on the day before the finals. Our week 16 is 1 day of finals. I have this scheduled earlier than that so that in case any complications arise, you'll still be able to get that taken care of. So we go to the modules one more time. You'll see all this is laid out in that way. I'm going to collapse all this one more time. Maybe. Canvas likes to act up at times. There we go. And so you'll see that it's laid out week 1 through week 16, actually 15. And then you have your major essay assignment is here. The exams are posted in their own module. And so you'll be able to go to those. But for week 1, which is what you're in, it goes into chapter 1, the details of it. what you're expected to learn, what you'll understand as you complete that chapter. And then I have also for you some other details. I have additional articles. I'll have links to videos. I have a video over deities and demons in Egypt, details about Gilgamesh, some other aspects about the Lakota cave paintings, and I have, of course, the link to the chapter, which this is, if you click on this, you'll have this gray bar, and this is for every chapter. It is always going to look the same way, and you click on that, and that will take you to Cengage. You'll need to register with Cengage first. That's what that little code is for in their packet. And then once you do that, you'll be able to access the course, and you'll access the ebook. And this is what's going to call up. Give it a moment. And you will, as it's trying to load, you will see the first pages of the ebook. It's the same as the loose leaf version of the book if you buy it from the bookstore. And again, this is taking a little longer than it probably should. But that's just how things work sometimes. There it comes. And so you have the reconstructed face of Tutankhamun. You have the details of the chapters, and literally it walks you through it. If you go here to chapter content, it gives you the main details, the different headings, and then at the end of every chapter, you'll see a repeated name of the chapter. This is chapter 1, beginnings, and then you'll see beginnings here, and what that does at the end of every chapter, there's a summary, an outline of the entire chapter. When you're taking your reading quizzes and your exams, please make use of the book. Best thing to do is open up the chapter before you take the reading quiz, and then when you need to refer to something, use the chapter contents to find that information, or look here on the at the end of the chapter where you have this outline where it gives some major details, such as the Book of Emerging Forth into Light, also known as the Book of the Dead, or the details here about Amenhotep IV, who took the name of Akhenaten, and what he did. A little brief summary there. The idea about the Gnosis, the Isle of Crete, the Minoan religion and views, and what is there. And so again, details are offered. So that is what we have with each of the chapters. They always have that summary at the end, which is very useful. When you do take a reading quiz, and again, give it just a moment. There we go. You'll see the reading quizzes are in each of the chapters, and there you'll see it here. And when you click on this, it'll open up the reading quiz, and you will start it. Once you start it, you cannot stop it. There's a time to it, 30 minutes. You can, as I said, I would open up the book first, have that in a tab, and then come back and open this in a new tab, and then consult the textbook as you're taking the reading quiz. I'm not expecting you to try to remember every single detail. I'm not expecting you to try to remember every single name or date or art movement, but I do need you to be familiar with it, and that way going through the chapter as you're answering the quiz questions is perfectly fine with me. So again, each of the weeks will cover 1 or 2 chapters. Chapter 2 and 3, for instance, are together in week 2 because they both concern Greece. And again, you click on the chapter. It'll open up this page with the gray bar. You click on the gray bar and give it a moment. Give it a moment. Cengaging. The connection between Cengage. There we come. And you'll see the first page of chapter 2. Hopefully. Again, sometimes it just takes a little while to get the connection going here. There we go. And again, what they always do, they have a picture of some image at first, then they give you a preview of the chapter, some key details, and then they move you into the actual comment where you have early Greece. And you'll notice on the bottom down here, you have all the images in the chapter, and if you click on that, it'll take you to that particular page. And you'll see that on this page there actually are 2 images. So if I clicked on that, it'll change them out and it'll tell you about that. So if you do this, and if you want this to be larger, you can click on this and make that full screen. And so this, of course, gives you a map of Greece as it was during this era. And so it's very useful in that way as you want to get some closer images and views. So again, this is how everything is laid out for you. Again, the chapters are set up with the links to the chapters, other information, details. For instance, I have for you a link to the Yale lecture series over ancient Greek civilization, as it says here. That particular series consists of 24 different lectures. Each one is about an hour long. But they do go into more detail, extensive commentary, for instance, about the rise of democracy. And you have actually 2 different videos over it. So a great deal of information is provided through those videos that the textbook can only briefly allude to. I also have for you previously recorded videos, and that's in case you want to get a head start, want to watch the video where I go through each chapter. These videos are simply where I have gone through each chapter, discussing each one. I have these posted for every chapter, for every module. I will be posting some newer ones as we go through. But if you want a head start, go ahead and start watching these videos where I will discuss the key information in the chapters. You are certainly free to do so. Again, as I said, the essay topic, we'll talk about that much later, is listed here in its own module. I have an explanation of how to use Turnitin. I have an example of an essay, an example of a works cited page, and then I have, this is not the essay that you need, I will have an essay over the topics later. And then the exams are all under their own particular module, and they are available there. So again, I'm looking forward to a good semester. I hope everything will continue to work well. Sometimes we have some issues with Canvas and Cengage, but if there is ever a problem, let me know immediately so we can get that worked out. And I am again looking forward to a very good semester with you.